kick part since there's no K.
Oh, actually,
Well, we don't want to have too many Ks lest we be confused with another organization that's not
that's right. That's right.
to be associated with us.
I guess it's not a very fine line, but you know, you don't want to have 3 is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know,
And 2 is dangerously approaching 3.
Yeah,
Stick
2 is
to
close.
another number.
You're 2/3 of the way there.
Yeah.
Right.
4, you either need to have them close together so everybody can count them really fast, or keep them very, very far apart.
Right.
That's right. Perhaps even like throw in one of those like end or something
Yeah.
like that.
If you got 3 Ks, maybe swap one out with like a C or a Q.
Yeah.
You know, get fancy with it.
Do the anti-Mortal Kombat thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Just flip one over.
Yeah.
They turn everything into Ks. We're turning Ks into Cs.
Yeah.
All right, because we want to see of friendship and joy and unity. God damn it! Get it together!
This is so great. All the things that I made, I left that K out of, that second K. So
That's great.
it's appropriate.
Well,
It's appropriate to the quality of our show.
That's exactly right. And you don't need to. The image in itself is separate, so you can still search it correctly spelled. It's just
I
the
know.
image,
I
so.
still have the whole file, so I can go in and change
We'll
it in
fix
like
it.
2 seconds. But
Yeah.
You'll fix it.
I'll fix it.
We
Yes.
won't.
Yeah. You guys will
Right.
just
Well,
sit around
We'll just come here and spout
The
out
collective
bullshit.
we
and
will
then
fix
leave.
it.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
right.
Exactly.
I noticed it's fun for me to listen to our podcast episodes because I catch jokes that I didn't really realize you guys made.
Yes.
I
Because
do
the
that too.
whole time,
Yeah.
all I'm thinking about is what I'm going to say. And I'm only filtering enough information to stay on track. That's it. That's I guess the secret to what, because I just turned the filter off of my brain
Yeah,
and my
yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
that's my
what else
strategy.
are you
So
gonna do?
that whole idea took me a while to get used to, like, especially like listening back to the old stuff where I was like holding on to jokes and like trying to pull the whole thing
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
what we
Yep.
were talking about.
Mm.
So I missed the moment,
Yeah.
Yep.
So and that works, but it's like this is like high speed. Like
Yeah,
fast
Yeah.
paced.
You gotta
Sometimes
pick it up.
my brain will then join them all together and find some kind of like amazing juncture to
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
in a joke. But
Yeah, like what was it last week when we were? I forget what.
Chris, should we be starting the show with what you're talking about right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
please
That's-
don't.
it was just- yeah. No, it was just I forget. It was whatever we were talking about where you did like the Texan that was trying to like kill a bunch of people. and
The,
made
the
up some
Texas
character.
vampire.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't that. It was,
Oh,
or maybe it was. I
Oh,
don't know.
man.
Either way, I was trying to figure out some kind of like Southern drawl thing to do, and like
Yeah.
some like bouffant kind of thing to come up with about some like politician's secret relative that was like, known as the Grenade or something.
exactly.
People
Yeah,
up.
that's exactly what we're looking for.
But I couldn't put it together fast
I'm a
enough.
Texan
So I just let it
debutante known as the Grenade. I collect landmines around
Yeah.
our property, used to catch rogue slaves at one time, and now are used to
Catch Mexicans.
indiscriminately blow up Mexicans because that's the new problem around here.
This is good. I've got
Oh.
I've got a graphic that I made of actually. Well, I'm sure they're out on the internet now, but it's from the Bernie with his mittens on,
Yeah.
and right now he's sitting in the chair. Well, I can show it to you. I don't even need to describe it to
Yeah.
you. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Technology. Oh, that's great. He's over top of Chris. He's on our table.
Yeah.
Sitting
He's
the
right on our
keyboard.
table. He's
Yeah.
cold. It's chilly out here, Burn.
We get excited with technology, folks.
Is feel the burn like in that instance, feel the burn is you got to make your own burn.
That's right.
Right? You got to crank up the thermostat on the internal.
Turn up the burn up. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Turn up and burn up.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. All right.
And with that, let's get into it.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Let's start our
God.
show. Are we on the live stream right now?
Yeah. Yeah. We're,
Oh, okay.
we're
Oh,
running.
okay.
Okay.
Why don't we live stream?
There it goes. Things are breaking and falling apart.
This needs to be turned
Just
off
like
anyway.
us.
Just like us.
I'm falling apart. I'm Jesus Christ, man. I feel the age every day. Every day I get older.
Every day I
can
feel
feel it.
older.
I
Mm-hmm.
can feel myself getting older. I'm rotting away. I can feel myself rotting like the
feel the
zombies in
rot.
Return of the Living Dead.
Every
Yeah.
day, inadvertently just marching towards the sweet release of death.
Inadvertently. I love it.
Inadvertently.
like there's another path you can take.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I should have gone the
But we're-
immortal path.
we're just
But,
hastening our deaths.
We make our decisions.
That's right. And we have to live with them or die with them.
We can't go back in time yet,
Yet.
but one day.
All right.
We
let's-
hope.
Let's start the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then... Wait! What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay then.
Hail to the king, David.
Ah, fuck it, dude.
Let's go, Bull.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
And buffering Chris.
Buffering
Chris.
Chris is in the buff
buff
today.
those floors.
Buff
He's
Chris.
naked, straight up naked.
Naked Chris is here. He's
And we all have Verizon to thank for it.
Verizon.
God damn it.
Brought to you
Fuck
by
Verizon.
brought
Fuck
to you.
phone companies. We don't. Wait. They're not part of our stream service or anything,
Stream,
right?
well, kind of, but not really.
All right,
no.
good.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
not our hosting service. No, yeah, but it is how we get to the hosting
Yeah.
service. But
Oh, they don't know that.
that's right.
They don't know what we're
So,
using it
and
for.
And all in all, fuck them.
Right,
Is what we're
exactly.
saying.
I think
In
everybody
most
agrees with that
cases.
sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In most cases, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I have a shared plan with my sister, and we recently hit our data cap for the month or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And which is the first time this has ever happened.
they're doing. I thought they undid that already.
No,
Yeah.
you're thinking of Comcast.
Oh,
No, well, I mean, I guess you do have to pay a premium for it, but you can get without cap at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
you
I
get the
pay like an
unlimited
extra $50 or $100.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's insane.
we've been on the same plan for like over a year, I think, something like that, maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's the first time it's happened. And like the amount they slowed it down is just like shitting on my soul.
it's
Really
They're
bad.
throttling you.
it's
Yeah.
extortion, buddy.
Yeah, like I was trying to order some food when I was like out somewhere the other day, like on my phone, and it took like 10 fucking minutes just to get it done because it kept like loading. Well, it was loading slowly, then it was like loading incorrectly, and then it was just a fucking
Ridiculous.
nightmare. Like,
For all the
timing out.
money that we pay, right?
This-
All the money.
I don't understand why everything isn't just unlimited at this point. Like,
Exactly.
does it cost them extra
No,
to give us more internet?
not
Right.
even a little
Right,
bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Same with our fucking overlords over at Xfinity. Those
Yeah.
fucking cocksuckers.
Yep, absolutely.
Just know you have a choice in what cable company you
Yeah.
you want to use.
It's kind of
yeah,
like,
right.
Us
You live in
or
bumfuck
move.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, go move
It's
somewhere.
like
Shit.
Henry Ford's thing with the Model T. Like you can have it in any color you like as long as it's black.
Right, exactly. Yeah, yep. That's exactly.
and you want
right.
shatterproof glass? That's a way extra.
That's way extra.
Okay.
You might as well buy another car. Just keep that in front of you.
You want one of
Yeah.
them fancy, soft, little girly cars that won't kill you and shred you to pieces when you crash it, and just a minor fender bender will shred you into ribbons.
You want a balloon in the steering wheel?
You want me to get you a cloud, make you a balloon animal car so you feel all soft and
You want-
squishy
wait.
when you hit a tree
You want
at
us to
50
put-
miles an hour?
And then a
Put the
freeze
gas tank-
frame, everything goes to black and white, and it pans back, and it's just Henry Ford, just like with an angry face, yelling at somebody about the whole thing.
He's
And
standing
they
in front
start
of a
talking about how amazing he was and how many things.
What a
was
saint he was.
Berating people in the photo.
I was gonna say it was a picture of him standing in front of a bunch of gas cans with a lighter and a smirk on his face.
I'll do it. I don't care.
You think there's a shortage now?
Yeah.
Fuck your whole entire gas economy up. I'm Henry fucking Ford. I invented the assembly line.
What I invent again?
What was it?
Oh, human
shit.
suffering. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot.
that's right. I turned people into robots before it was popular.
That's right.
You do one thing, you screw this nut in here, and then you do it 50 million times. You go home, I'll pay you a slave wage, and you
I'll
come
just keep feeding you oil, and you figure out what to do with it.
drink the oil.
Yeah, drink it.
Tell you what, I'll give you a blanket and a rock to lay your head on. You can just stay here.
Just sell your house. It's fine. Give me part of it because I gave you the idea.
Yeah.
I'm Henry Ford.
Henry Ford over
A man full of ideas and full of cruelty,
Yeah.
hatred for human beings. He might be an alien. You know that they're starting
It's
to
possible.
talk about these UFOs now. Have you seen this? That they're starting to confirm more and more that UFOs are.
I've been talking about this on the show.
This is, but it's legit.
I said
that. But now that I'm saying it, it's real.
Yeah.
It's completely real now.
They
It's
were
been
waiting.
confirmed by a second Matt.
That's right.
That's
Two
it.
Matts now. It's
We've got a
undeniable.
general
Yeah.
consensus.
Got
Yeah,
a second Matt opinion.
that's all we
That's
need.
right.
That's what I hear.
It's fucking crazy though.
I know.
I mean, it really is. It's like, and I guess they still have more to put out.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
yeah.
assuming.
There's
starting,
like,
to,
yeah.
starting to think Men in Black was more of a documentary than an action
I'll
film.
tell you what, Will
Chris-
Smith's closer to an alien than he is to a human.
Yeah. And
Even though that wasn't the part of the plot of the movie, I think he's an alien.
Tommy Lee Jones, he's definitely been dead for a long time.
Something
Something
is animating
inside
his
of him.
body.
Something's inside of Tommy.
He looks like he's dead in a chair.
Yep.
In every scene, he's like, I wouldn't even call it phoning it in.
No,
It's more-
it looks, and it doesn't look like he died.
He's
Like,
seancing it in.
yeah, exactly. He almost looks like he slumped over and died in the chair, and like the muscle contractions opened his eyes back up because they're all sagging
That's what I was
down.
going to say. It also looks like he was too close to a heat source and started to melt.
Just a
little bit.
little bit, yeah, from Madame Tussauds. Yeah,
I've heard that he's pretty humorless too.
yeah, of course he is. He's dead.
He's, he's devoid of empathy.
Yeah.
He doesn't pay
Life.
bills anymore. He's gonna be
He's
separated.
cold to the touch.
He's
Yeah.
cold to the touch.
I'm telling him, you're ice cold. Yep.
Are you cold, Tommy?
His shoulder has never been colder.
He's not talking. I guess he's mad at me. I'm the third assistant today. that He just refuses to talk to.
He hasn't even let out a gas leak.
Nothing.
You know?
Nothing.
Not a word.
Not a
Not
single
not
one.
a sound.
Not a one. Well,
Empty, just like me.
that's right.
Everything.
That's
everything.
what
Except
we're
my
going
heart's
for.
still beating. God damn it!
Except I gotta pay taxes still. This fucking sucks.
Oh, I know. You know they're taxing Tommy Lee Jones's dead body. That estate. Come on.
He's
Yeah.
a write-off, dude, for the production companies.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
worth more dead than we all three are alive.
Absolutely. And it's also a way for them to get that like historical status so they can't stop the movie.
He's
Like,
like an
excuse me,
antique.
this is an antique here. All right. This is a historical society
But
film.
he's not mummified. He's just a little dehydrated.
That's right. We just stuck him a little too close to that rotisserie chicken lamp and he dried out a little too much, but he'll be fine. We have the rehydrator in his trailer, so he'll be fine.
We're making Tommy Lee Jones euros later, so we'll slice you off a piece. We got a certain amount to spare. Craft services, you take the day off.
I'd go
That's
for
right.
for some Jones jerky.
Jones jerky. Now,
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones.
I don't think it would be
beef
very
jerky.
good.
Beat my fucking jerky.
Aged 1,000 years.
He said it, yeah, right.
That's so aged and salted, just like me.
That's right.
I don't like this. I don't want to be an actor.
Maybe that's why he's no fun. He's just fucking jerkified.
Yeah.
I do feel like he's just used to that effect that he's humorless, and people write him into roles where he's just sitting there being the straightest straight man of all time.
It's almost
Yeah.
as if it's like his wife is forcing him to continue acting. Because
a
he's
lot
just,
harder to divorce this bitch. than it is
just
for me
sitting
to
there,
get-
just staring off, thinking about
keep
how much he
going.
hates it. Tommy, got another one for you.
Yeah.
Stop saying yes to all of them.
Fucking kill me. Just kill me.
How many
Sitting there
lines is
Again.
Sitting there wishing he could talk like Harrison Ford.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
fucking,
God
Dana
fucking
Blunt.
damn it! I'll
fuck
fuck
out
around
of
you
my
in a bathtub. Get the fuck off my plane. We're not on a plane. We could be because I'm rich and I'll fly it.
Harrison Ford plane. All right, you live on it.
You
for
see,
now.
You see that
sure you have a
densely
parachute.
populated town? I'm landing it right there. Harrison, we need you to do one more plane lesson. It's how to land.
Sully,
Get
part 2.
Fuck out.
Get out of my fuselage.
You're not the president, Harrison.
Yeah, I don't think.
President of your ass because I'm about to delegate my foot into it. God, he's on a tear again. Where's Tommy? Tommy usually levels him out.
Tommy, we need your help again. We need you to
Mr. Lee Jones.
Sitting in a chair and one of his arms just cracks off.
Oh God, get the super glue.
Yeah, like
Where's
Scrooge.
the Gorilla Glue?
Yeah. Rakes off and dust flies everywhere. Man, this one's dried out. All the juices must have retreated back to the core.
They start pumping his chest, get it flowing again.
That's right. We just got to spread it out. That's all. That's all you got to do. Sometimes it's like,
You gotta be
like
careful,
blowing
though.
up an air mattress. Got to get
gotta
Tommy back in shape.
You gotta be careful with the chest compressions on him because it could end up like the Thing, you know. And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to watch
trying
your
to put the
pressure.
paddles on.
Yeah. Yep.
There's one part of him still alive in there. It's just kind of waiting for an attack.
Right,
His
exactly.
rib cage mouth. you
That's
know?
it. Yeah.
I want to eat these hands. Is how I remain somewhere between life and death.
Speaking of between life and death, this is episode 230.
230. That's how many years old we are.
That's
And
right.
that's how many episodes you've wasted your time on.
If
Congratulations.
you've been listening as long as we have.
Yeah.
That's
well, not
true.
me. I've only been around for 115.
Think about it. I gotta
Yes.
listen to this bullshit every single day when I wake up because I don't stop talking. You
Wait.
think I go home and I stop talking?
Morning, noon, and night.
All you guys are doing is turn on some mics, and this is what I normally do.
Right.
It's true.
So I gotta deal with this every day.
You think your life sucks for an hour a week. Imagine 24 hours
24.
every day.
It's a nightmare.
It's like a nightmare.
I can't wake up from it.
I can't wait to go to sleep every night. So at least I got a cessation
Only
from
respite
this,
hell.
something to turn this off.
The only problem with that is that you're stuck with your dreams.
It's
That's
nothing,
right. And
but
the
at
dreams
least
are unbridled.
they're-
Who knows what's coming out of
You
those?
never know. You never know what you're going to find at the end of that
I meet
rainbow.
all kinds of cool people. I meet Billy Bob Thornton sometimes, and
Yeah.
I'm like, but I can't hear him because I'm just talking.
Exactly. Exactly. You never know what's going to go down. Speaking of which,
30 episodes. My God, go ahead.
yeah, well, I have an adventure to talk about.
Yes.
So I am almost not sitting here where I was almost not here.
Did you have a Final
Yeah.
Destination
Is the
thing?
chair move?
Oh, yes, I did have a Final Destination.
I'm taking a wild guess, but go.
Yes. So a couple weeks ago,
Oh, I thought you were going to guess.
Is the chair?
no, yes, it's long. It's not the chair.
Yeah, I thought maybe the chair was somewhere else.
No, it's yes. This I'm a Luke Skywalker hologram right now.
He's a hologram that we're gonna shoot at and fight.
Yep, and I'll just
But
smile and disappear.
He's gonna shit himself in air.
There'll just be a whole bunch of clothes laying
And
here.
he's done.
Yep, that's it. Matt's
Obi-Wan.
running around naked somewhere.
What if Luke
He's
Skywalker
gone.
did poop right when he
I'm
You know,
the
dusted
way his
away.
face and looked. I'm sure he
Was a
he
lot of focus.
soiled himself.
Well,
He had to have. There's no way. I mean, how do you not soil yourself while you're trying to lift a goddamn X-wing up?
well that and you know when you're projecting yourself onto a different planet.
at the same time,
Exactly. A whole other planet.
whole other planet. I mean, he might have maybe Verizon's already there.
Verizon is definitely
Yeah.
there getting their cut.
That's what happened. That's why he disappeared because he
I
hit
ain't
his
paying
cap.
this bill.
Yeah.
There's my data cap. I'm out.
He hit the data cap and he was done.
I bet
Yep.
I bet that's an underlying story that they didn't really, promote in the movies was the fact that
They cut
there was
it.
just an insane amount of Wi-Fi overcharges
Yep.
that led, the rebels to fight the Empire.
Exactly.
It's not midichlorians. It's the G's.
Yep.
5G. Well, in their universe, probably like 40G.
Yeah, they're 40G.
Yeah, they turned all the
40G.
frogs gay, and then everybody just had to unleash hell on each other.
Yep.
Make swords out of light.
Well, wait, no, that's a long time ago.
That's
It's time ago. So they're back like in negative G's. So they're like in the E's.
That's
Yeah.
true. Well, I just contend that we haven't gotten to their level yet.
Oh, I see.
Right.
So we
Because
haven't
they're more
gotten back.
advanced.
So you're talking ancient alien theory then.
That's right. And I'm saying like we got to regress back to dinosaurs and then go even further back
Even
so that we can go forward.
Yeah.
90 million steps back equals 100 million steps forward, which isn't a lot
That's-
more. But
Well, sometimes
that's the math. I didn't make. I
sometimes-
didn't come up with it.
If they're big
it's
steps,
not my fault.
If they're big steps, it's
That's right.
Yeah, it's
call it a
That's right.
stride
I
instead
love
of a
it.
step.
That's why I
on the
love,
shoulders of giants.
I love
Yeah.
what I love about this show is I can say any dumb shit and you guys will just try to defend it. I love it.
It's all about that.
What do you mean? Try to defend it?
Yeah, exactly. There's only one reality, and we're discussing it right now.
If I'm talking about it,
Yeah.
it's right.
It's right.
All right.
Listen, my thoughts are on a recording, and you are wasting your life listening to it.
There is no do. There's only try.
That's right.
What has Star Wars taught us if not that?
There is no do, only try.
Yeah, you can't
this
do
world,
anything.
we can't get to the point of
The,
Star
the
Wars. world.
accomplishment never happens. You're just attempting and attempting and attempting, and it's layers of failure that might masquerade as success, but ultimately you've still lost. That's the bottom
I guess
line.
that makes
That's-
sense.
That's
That's the title
That
of my
plays out.
biography.
That's live.
That's
That's what all the people say.
Hey, I saw this. And we'll get back to your harrowing journey in a
Yeah.
moment. But I saw this video
Unless
of
we can avoid it.
Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman.
I wish I could have, Chris.
I saw this video of Hugh Jackman singing "New York, New York,"
Yes.
and I legitimately realized I was like, Matt is a better singer than Hugh Jackman,
Yep.
and he was in Les Miserables. Okay, so
That's right. That's right. Yep.
I don't speak perfect French, but Les Miserables, La Miserables.
Yeah. La mozzarella.
Less miserables.
It's Les Miserables.
Yeah.
Right? The Mozzarella Miserable team, and he was in the movie. And
Yeah.
you can sing that better than him, hands down.
Of course.
There's plenty
So-
of like musical movies where they just have like real singers sing for the people.
That's
But-
true.
Well, I know he actually did sing.
Yes.
his part.
Yes. Yeah.
He really wanted to
what,
sing about being-
Gerard Butler. Didn't he sing all his shit for Phantom of the Opera?
That
maybe.
sounded like it.
Probably.
He was not so good. I was
I never
subjected to
saw
that
it,
movie,
but-
and I was like, the production quality's all right, but this kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
terrible.
I'm just not a big fan of the Phantom of the Opera. I would
I
think
don't
I
like-
would be, but
Musicals and opera.
there's few and far between musicals that I can
Stop
deal with.
singing.
Yeah.
Talk.
Speak.
I do
Speak.
enjoy. I do enjoy the Music Man. That one's
Well,
just kinda
I don't
fun.
care, Chris.
I
'cause
think my-
musicals.
The Music Man.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one at all.
Oh, really?
No, what's
It's about a Holocaust denier.
Yeah, and he goes
Who
back
has
in
the
time.
ghost of Christmas past?
I love
takes
this.
it back.
I want to watch
Yeah.
it.
Takes
Just
him into
wait.
the past.
Just wait till we get to
You
where he rides.
ignorant fucker.
Just wait till we get to the part where he rides a dinosaur.
It's unbelievable. It's so
Oh my
emotional.
God,
Yeah.
I want to see this movie. I want to watch this.
But it's all sung. They sing the whole thing.
I would deal with that. I could
Yeah.
deal with that.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I want to ride my dinosaur. Dinosaur.
to ride my dinosaur.
I know.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's all Queen parodies.
Yeah.
That's
the
even
music.
better. I love this idea.
We're building it. We're
Can
building it.
Can we just
This
TM
is
this guy?
this is TM TM
Let's
TM
do
TM
this.
TM TM. We're gonna do a
We're gonna-
Kickstart musical.
Let's make it.
The Music Man 2021.
Absolutely. Yep.
It's
Part 4.
Sponsored by Ernie Ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get Ernie Ball on board. We're gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Written
all
half
we
of
need.
it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first Kickstart production.
That's right.
A Kickstart joint.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be a joint. Yeah.
Let's get Samuel L. Jackson and Gary Busey in there. We're
Oh,
Kurt
man.
Russell.
Kurt
They'll-
Russell.
They'll be
oh.
and they'll all be brothers.
Oh my God. This is so much. This is getting better. Why is this getting better? 3 brothers.
Samuel L. Jackson and Kurt Russell's, they were twins. And it was like a medical
Eternal motherfucker.
It was a medical anomaly.
Oh,
And yeah, yep.
it's
Yeah.
possible. It truly is possible genetically.
Everything's possible.
It's
Raised
it can
on a
happen.
quaint corn farm in Guatemala.
Yep.
God, this is great.
Nothing,
Guys,
nothing like that equatorial corn.
it's also a fuel, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. So my story is
All right,
thus.
let's hear this journey. Final Destination 5.
Couple weeks ago,
The Sugar Chronicles.
the water pressure is going in and out. I don't know if you guys noticed it while you were around. That if you had the faucet on long enough, the water pressure would drop down really, really low, and then it would go, and then it would start again. Then it would
Okay.
kick back in. So I went down the basement to make sure there weren't any leaks or anything like that. There was not. So then the next logical step was to head to the well, because, since we operate off the well. So I opened the hatch to look down in the well, and I could hear water running. So I'm like, oh shit, I got a leak down there. So I climbed down the ladder and checked it out. And there's a hose bib on the front, basically like you have to attach your garden hose to,
Mhm.
so that you can drain the tank if you're shutting it down and doing service or whatever to it.
Yeah.
So the handle is basically just all rusted, and so it won't turn anymore. So I can't crank it shut any further, and probably the gaskets have gone bad and stuff. So it's leaking out the front. So I got back up, went to the garage and got one of those little hose splitters for a garden hose, because I figured they both have valves on them. So I'll just open both of the valves. That way I don't have to shut everything down and all that. Just open both valves and just screw it on, even though it's going to spray water all over the place. And then I can just shut the valves off. And then that way that'll stop the leak.
Yeah.
So did that, came back in. Everything was pretty good. Water pressure was good the rest of the day. So last week sometime, the water pressure started getting funky again.
Mhm.
So, but it wasn't really that bad. It was just a little bit.
Mhm.
So I said, well, I'm going to go check it out. So I opened the hatch and I heard the water running again. I was thinking, God damn it. Maybe that thing was sitting down in the basement. So maybe it was a hole and it broke or something. And so then yesterday I said, well, I have some time today. I'll run out to Lowe's and get a new hose bib so I can put it on.
Yeah.
And so, so I went to measure to see what size hose bib it was, go down into the pit, and there's water coming off the pressure gauge. So there's a little gauge on there to tell you the water pressure within the unit.
Yeah.
And it's spurting out the back. So I put I thought, well, it's probably leaking. And so I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from the pipe or if it's coming from the gauge, if there's a hole in the gauge or if it's whatever. So, but it seems to be coming from the threads. So I thought, okay, well, that's just going to have to be that then. I can replace this hose bib. And while I have that open, I can probably replace this, or I might have to shut the whole thing down. And then I said, I wonder how thick this is. And I put my fingers on the pressure gauge and it fucking exploded
Jeez.
in the well pit. And 95 pounds of pressure of water went spraying everywhere, and the whale house started filling up.
Oh my
shit.
God.
And
You
so
just got,
I'm looking around and I'm thinking, oh, fuck, okay, all right. I got to find the shutoff valve. And I'm looking around and I'm realizing it comes from the well pit in the ground straight to the troll tank. There is no shutoff valve.
Oh my
And it's
God.
just spray it, and because the ceiling, isn't that high up, which is actually the bottom of that shed, and it's spraying up on that, so it's falling, raining down. There's water spraying everywhere.
Okay.
So I'm hyperventilating because the water's so cold,
Yeah.
and it shot, took me by surprise so much, and so I'm just trying to breathe, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a goddamn heart attack. I'm just trying to breathe, and I just can't get a grip, and I'm shaking like a leaf, and I'm thinking, well, how the fuck am I gonna turn this water off? As I'm looking around, and then I realize there's a little breaker box there to turn the power on for the well. So I flick that off.
Oh.
The water pressure's still right. Exactly. I'm soaking
filled-
wet.
covered in
There's
water.
water everywhere.
Let me grab this electrical
That's all,
box.
that's all. Yeah, that's all I could do. Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I flip it, and the water's still spraying everywhere. And I'm thinking, I got to get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
dead.
I'm gonna die. I got to get the fuck out of here. So I get up on the ladder. I put my hands on the rung. I get 3 rungs up. The rung breaks, and I fall back into the pit.
Oh my God. dude. Holy shit.
So now I'm down there. So
Moving.
I'm completely drenched. I'm just soaking wet, like I jumped in a pool. I'm trying to climb up this ladder. I get to the past the broken rung. I lift my one leg up so I can get up to the other one, and I pull myself up out of the hole from the hatch. And just as I get up back to dry ground again, then the water pressure goes.
Oh Jesus. Well, you would have. I guess technically it would have been okay if you would have stayed.
It was like a boss temple.
I was Link.
It was incredible. But yeah, so that was quite a harrowing ordeal that I don't care to ever repeat again.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
all of these. So I pulled a muscle in my side. I scraped up my arm a little bit.
Oh yes, yeah.
And messed up my knee because when I was climbing up the ladder and the rung broke, this leg was straight down because I had just pushed off of the other rung, and so it came right down onto it. And man, but other than that, I got through unscathed. But the damn pressure gauge went flying. It was like getting shot out of a cannon.
Oh my
That could have been it.
God, yeah,
You
it
know?
could have been like
It's about that big around, and it's got a glass front face on it. It's like it was crazy. There's fucking wires and pipes all over the place in there too.
you oh my God, dude.
It was
I thought
crazy.
you were going to say it was something with the water pressure.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, when I was welding and stuff, the one place I worked, second to last place I worked did a lot of huge like pressure vessels and stuff.
Mhm.
And we had an inspector come in that was doing air testing on something.
Yeah.
And the one day he was like walking past this huge thing. I think it was like 40 or 50 feet long
Mhm.
and like 4 or 5 feet in diameter. And it was, I think, at like 50,000 PSI or something like that. And 'cause it was some kind of like water tank or whatever.
Sure.
And so he was like walking around with this piece of paper like out in front of him. So I asked him what he was doing. And he told me about a guy that he worked with who was dead, who was working on something like that, and there was a pinhole air leak at something that was like 50,000 psi or more than that.
Yeah.
And he walked by and just cut him in half,
Yeah.
and he fucking died on the spot.
It's like Resident Evil.
Holy shit! Oh my god! Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god, dude!
yeah. I mean, you think
He
about
just walked
you think
by.
about like thousands and thousands.
Yeah,
and
right. It's
thousands
like
of
narrowed
PSI
down.
coming through a tiny like a pinhead.
It's like a laser beam.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn.
So his like paper was like the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
basically.
Right.
Holy shit! Jesus Christ! I can't believe you guys are both sitting here.
It's rock, paper, and scissors. Nobody's talking about air. Jesus
Air is
Christ.
the real killer.
That's the real killer.
Oh, they have all those like water jet tables and stuff.
Yeah, right,
and,
right, yeah.
I imagine at some point maybe I'm sure they use air for like plastic or something
Mhm.
like that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, you put it through a tight enough nozzle and
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
That's it. Yeah.
dude. That's a fucking buzzsaw.
Man, that is
There you go.
wild.
Whew. So here's the lesson, kids. Don't
Stay
fuck
out of
around
the
with
trades.
high pressure
That's
shit.
it, yeah.
Stay out of the trades and don't buy a house that needs a lot of work.
That's
Okay?
Stay away from air
Yeah.
compressors.
Buy something brand new and find an office.
That's exactly
That's
right.
right.
That's right. Die of
Damn right.
what's it? Blood
Carpal
clots.
That's
Blood
right.
clots from sitting at your desk.
Die of
The whole
diabetes.
way. That's
because
right.
You can't keep your hand out
That's
the
right.
candy
That's
bowl.
right.
And what have we told you? You're going to end up just like the guy got cut in half, except it's going to be a slower,
Yep.
longer
And it's going
death.
to come from the
And it's going to
inside.
start at your toes. It's going to cut you down to
Yeah.
pieces up until it
Yeah, you're gonna
reaches
be-
the middle.
You're going to be surgically detached from yourself.
That's right. Exactly. Oh my
If
God.
you don't like the bottom half of yourself, keep eating that candy.
That's right. Just munch away. Here, you want the king size? Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit, guys. That's
But-
nuts.
Yeah. That's some
Fucking nuts.
crazy things.
Yeah,
But yeah, so we're all still here. I'm gonna make it.
for better for worse.
Gonna make it to my birthday, which
That's
is
right.
gonna be Friday.
It's nearly here.
Yeah.
Friday, you'll be.
Also marking the movement of the sun into Gemini. Not actually though, in reality. But within astrology. That's
Oh,
how it
okay.
is. But-
I don't know anything about it, but
Yep.
I'll take your word for it.
Because right now it's in Taurus, and then it's going to move into Gemini. I'm
from
the
the
first.
bull to the twins.
I'm the first day of Gemini.
How are you?
1 degree.
Nice.
So I'm what's called a cusp, and that's as deep as I'm going to go.
Little cusper.
Yeah, exactly right. Yep, that's it. But yeah, so we're all alive. We're going to make it again.
We're still
for
here to
another-
annoy you.
We're,
All right.
Yeah,
you know,
We're
obviously,
going to be here another year at
obviously.
least.
Yeah, we're
All right.
gonna
Give or-
aim
give or
for
take.
We can't be
Give
killed
or
by
take.
wells.
give or take a year. Yo,
Can't be killed
wells
by a
can't
well.
stop us. Ladders can't stop us.
Air
I'm
pressure.
About to,
Air
you know,
pressure.
in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be walking into the cicada storm down in Maryland.
Yes, you
Is
are.
it bad down there?
Yeah,
What's
he-
going
I mean,
on
that's-
down
Chris
there?
is going to be a field reporter.
Yeah, he's getting
Field reporter Chris.
beat up by cicadas, like all flying at him.
Yep.
I saw some article that I guess this year is going to be one of the bigger spawns.
Yeah, every 17 years. This is the
Yeah.
17.
Well, because
I
it's
was reading that too.
some of them are like 13 years,
And
like
it
13 to 17.
coincides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one apparently it's going to be just a shitload because of whatever the last mating season was like. I guess there's a bunch.
Right.
So they're basically the article I saw was like, if you live around a bunch of trees, expect a shitload of
Yeah,
cicadas.
get ready. Yeah, exactly
And
right.
if you're not, still expect a shitload of cicadas.
Right, you're still going to
marginally
deal
less.
with them. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I remember whenever the last cycle was of the cicadas. My parents, have trees surrounding their entire property in like
Yeah.
the border esque kind of thing, and there was a considerable amount. There were shells and stuff all over our patio,
Yeah.
but it's basically all they do is just fly into stuff. They're big, dumb, bumbling creatures, and they chirp.
Yeah, I mean that's the one, like, I guess not redeeming thing, but the one thing that makes them less offensive than some other bugs is that like they're not around that for that long.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like month and a half, They don't really fuck anything up. They
Right.
Just,
No, unless you're a farmer.
they just shit all
Yeah.
over the place.
Yeah, just shit
That
all
too.
over the place.
Yeah.
Leave their skin
Yeah.
around.
Wake up, fuck for a month and a half, and then disappear.
They're like
again.
teenagers.
Exactly right. Could you clean your skin up, please?
How many times have I told you?
Leaving skin all over the yard.
You and all your 13,455 brothers
Yeah.
all leave your skin around.
This
What do you think I
acre
got
is a
time
wreck, and you 3,000 are to blame. Out of the
Stop banging
400,000.
on the door. You can't come in.
That's right. You're not coming in. Your feet are dirty. They're filthy.
It's mating season. Mommy and daddy are making more of you
That's right.
for next time.
It's time for refills.
Also, you got
Would you keep
4,000
it down?
yes.
funerals to go to later this month.
Yeah. Also, everyone will be dead later this month. So you might want
What
to
a-
clear your schedule.
What a life
So
cycle.
clean up before you go. That's
Right.
what we're
Exactly.
saying.
Exactly. Get the skin ahead of time.
Leave the campsite cleaner than
Yeah.
when you found it.
Right. Exactly. That's it.
Common courtesy.
Yeah,
It's
shed
like-
your skin and like eat it or something.
Leave a
Right.
penny, take a penny.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we're talking
At least
about.
leave it in the garden so it can be like used as fertilizer or something.
Exactly.
Like natural mulch.
Exactly. Be kind. Please rewind. And let's do some
Let's fast forward into some
fast
weird
forward into
Hey.
weird news.
Here we go.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Weird news time.
It's time for the weirdest news you ever fucking heard.
Here's our. Let's see. I'm going to put a little. Put that up. There you go. That's. I just put. Put the. I don't know why I just put the graphic over top of us.
There you go.
So,
yeah.
So here, I'll put it on the screen so you can see it.
The Kite Start.
That's it.
Yeah.
With Matt and Matt.
The cake start.
Oh, you don't want to say that.
Don't say
but-
that.
The
I
cake
almost- that's
starts
why-
with Matt and Matt.
I almost said that. I was like, well, maybe let's not.
No, you have to say it with an accent, Chris,
Oh,
with a
okay.
Scottish accent, and then
Yeah, that covers
it's
up
not
any
offensive.
offense.
Exactly.
Get around it.
All about the accent.
It's all about
Except-
the intention and the pronunciation.
That's right.
So depending on the accent you pick, it could still be offensive.
Exactly.
That's
Right.
true. There's a lot of combinations of words that would be more offensive if you use a different accent.
All right, let's do this.
On that note,
Yeah, on that note, let's do this thing.
That's just for the stream people.
Just for you streamers.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstart with Matt.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the witch help me to get the fire off me! Ah, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has bought the shit.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Matt.
Okay, so for our first story here, we are traveling to Maine. All right.
All right.
Fry-
Going north.
Freiburg, Maine, to be specific. A former Maine police chief wanted to skip out of a public meeting so badly that it cost him his career.
All right.
All right, we can get behind this so far.
yeah.
A law enforcement oversight board has decided to revoke the license of former Freiburg police chief Joshua Potvin after a investigation found that he had
Refused to change his name.
Exactly. Yes, he had been chief for 6 years, and he had invented a suspicious person report so he could ditch the board of selectmen meeting in February.
That's pretty That's
Yep.
pretty genius.
I gotta go. I gotta go look at a weird guy.
Yeah.
Can't come to the meet. Sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I have really important stuff to do.
Yeah.
Something real suspicious. He and him being the police chief, he knows all of the codes, all of the possible like calls you could get,
Right.
and he knows that's the least harm and that has the least result.
Exactly.
Because suspicious person
Yep.
usually ends up with you coming there. No one's around anymore.
Yeah.
You take a statement, you go home.
Exactly.
The end.
Yep. The end.
Least amount of paperwork and the most amount of time wasted.
That's all you gotta do.
Because I was trying to do my job.
Yeah.
I hate these fucking meetings. God.
Shooting his gun off into the air.
I got suspicious people to look at.
Right.
I gotta track down mystery people.
I'm trying to scare him off, kind of smoke him out, with my pot then.
Look, somebody suspicious is somewhere.
Somebody, they're
All right.
here.
I wasn't wrong.
If somebody starts running, all right, it doesn't matter what they're running from. And they're running.
I just
What are you
stopped
in a
blasting
hurry for? So anyway, I just started.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. So anyways, I start blasting.
Well, the Maine Criminal Justice Academy decision said that Potvin engaged in a multi-step fraud that began with texting one of his officers and asking her to call him out of the meeting. This is complete genius.
Yeah.
Potvin
This-
then
if
it's
this
just like
happened-
going on a blind date. You
Yeah.
know, you have somebody like
Yeah,
one call, you text
exactly.
like, hey, call me.
call me at this time. Yeah,
Say that my grandma's dying or something.
right, exactly.
Yeah, sorry about this. My grandma's out the door.
Yeah.
And I got to be out the door as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
I got to go catch her because she can't get far.
Because if she falls and that hip hits the ground, it's all over for everybody.
I had to sell her Life Alert subscription so I could pay for this dress. yeah.
I was trying to look nice for you.
Yeah. How can you be so unappreciative?
And now Granny's
That's
gonna
why
die.
this is over.
You just escalate exponentially until you just get the fuck out. Wow, that went really well.
Yeah, that's I think it might not have been a love connection,
I think
but
she
it was
bought
good.
it.
Yep. She had no idea. It was fantastic. So
Yeah. And I
Potvin,
shouldn't have worn this dress. This was a bad choice.
that's right. She was really confused, but I told her it was a fashion statement. Potvin then drove his cruiser to the Freiburg Fairgrounds. Potvin then used his computer and his cruiser to create a false entry in the department dispatch system that said he drove there in response to a report of a suspicious person.
I admire
It was a
the
fairground.
shit out of
This
this
is
guy.
layers.
Fairground, there was a million suspicions.
I love
course.
this. I love the amount of detail and the harmlessness. It's harmless.
Yeah.
He's not.
Nothing to it.
I mean, he's not at the meeting, but like if you're a cop, you're being like pulled upon to do every goddamn
What were they
thing,
talking
especially
about
the
in this
chief.
meeting?
I don't know.
It can't be that important.
No,
That's
right,
Obviously not.
that's-
This guy was the guy.
Yeah,
out
that's
of it.
probably why. Yeah,
Imagine like being right. So this guy gets fired, right? But if you're in your office and imagine being like called in to a meeting and then some, you're texting your friend like under the table and you're like, yeah, just like, let me just give me some excuse. Like you need some help or there's
Right.
like an emergency, but it's really not that big of a deal. You wouldn't get fired for that. They just
Yeah.
walk out the meeting. They wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess it's because he's the police chief.
yeah.
The problem,
I guess there are a few more stakes because of that.
Right,
but-
exactly.
yeah.
But I mean, like I know, like with my job, I've been in more meetings now recently, and like most of it's just like engineers and developers like talking about stuff that I can't do anything with anyway. So I'm
Yeah.
just kind of sitting there in silence,
Right.
absorbing everything, and then
Yeah.
the meeting's over. I'm like, okay, well, there went that 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Man, 10 minutes, you're lucky. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they usually last a lot longer than that. But yeah, so he Potvin then used his computer. We already talked about that. He also entered a fairground employee's license plate number into the entry.
All right, now we're getting a little bit outside the
Okay,
bounds
yeah.
of what you should be doing
Crossing
here.
the line. The Academy
not
voted
good.
in February.
That's like legitimately falsifying documents.
That-
Exactly right.
That is, I would say now that final detail was going way too far.
Yep.
He should have just been like, couldn't find
That tipped
anyone.
it. Yeah,
I mean, he could have had the perfect plan and he fucked it up.
just as always.
Go to another
they're
state.
the
you
ones
can be a
that we
chief
hear
there.
about.
Is that or
That's
like
right. That's
you know,
exactly right.
get the first like 2 or 3 numbers and letters from a license plate and be like, that's all I got.
It was obscured.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell.
yeah, like the paint was worn off or something.
Right.
And then just go from there.
Well, he
Abusing his power at this point. I've totally shifted my thoughts on this.
fuck you,
Completely
Potvin.
changed.
Yeah.
Go to hell, Potvin.
Put him in the gas chamber.
You ruined my life. Potvin has
We're gonna
waived.
Green Mile you.
That's right.
Get
Yeah.
in here.
Dry sponge.
Yeah, that's a dry sponge him. Potvin has waived his right of appeal. He resigned last year, but the decision bars Potvin from working in Maine law enforcement ever again.
I was just saying he's just going to go to another state and be a chief.
right.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Of
Or a
course.
security guard.
Exactly.
Yep.
But he'll be the top security guard.
Oh yeah.
Well,
and he'll make up false reports about teenagers stealing stuff so we don't have to go to
So you
meetings.
can go down to McDonald's.
that's right. Well, speaking
There's
of
a McDonald's in the food court, and I've been itching to try it.
speaking of itching, a man was charged Monday for
They
an
got special sauce
for
on their Big Mac.
They
down there.
definitely do. Speaking of Big Macs, a man was charged Monday for another gender reveal party
God, these
tragedy.
fucking people.
Hasn't this been going out of control? I mean, like, yes, we hear about we hear about them, and I'm sure that there's plenty of gender reveal parties that are fine. However, hearing about one that goes awry is too many.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I went to one where they did like water balloons full of colored paint.
Right.
So like a bunch were gray, and then there was like 1 or 2 that had like the color of the gender.
Washable.
No, they were throwing it at a canvas and they were going to save the canvas. It was,
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
At least they weren't setting anything. They didn't set a state on fire.
Right. Yes.
No one
Exactly.
died.
I don't see why. I mean, personally, I don't get why like revealing a gender has to be a party. It's just like we're
That's-
having a girl.
that's-
great.
that's-
The cake's pink. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Like
that's the thing. I mean, there's been countless centuries of people not giving a shit that you were having a kid.
Right. Exactly.
There's-
Right.
There's like 4, maybe 6 people. There's like the parents and like the grandparents,
you just want an excuse for.
and then
a
nobody
party.
else cares.
No.
Nobody else wants
No.
to be
No.
there.
My mom didn't know any of our genders before we were born because
Yeah.
she was like,
Look how you
that-
turned out.
She's like, I got to suffer all this shit. And I want to at least be surprised and have
Yeah.
something exciting at the end of it. Okay.
Right.
So beyond just like having a kid.
Yeah.
Like I want at least a little surprise.
Well, plus, like, you know, you're already going through all the shit of actually having a kid. Now you got to organize a party.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Force
Yeah.
all these people
Yep.
to come that don't want to be there.
And now Smokey the Bear's coming out of retirement because
Huh?
everybody's burning this fucking forest
They're
down.
burning this thing.
Burn this
I
thing.
just wanted to live in this little retirement community in Florida and
eat stray hikers.
eat stray
and just-
hikers. They
you know,
they
wear
shave
jeans.
they shave me every day.
I wear Lee's.
I wear
Levi's.
Levi's now.
All right.
That's it.
Well, we thought it'd be cute if we color coded some C4 explosives. I didn't realize there was a water main right here.
You've got like the Batman, the Dark Knight plot going where you've got half your family members in one explosive car and the other in another explosive car. One's marked pink, one's marked blue. Whichever one of you decides that you pull the trigger, other survives. That's
But how's
the
this
gender
tell us-
map.
And if you're wrong, they both blow.
And it doesn't say anything about the gender whatsoever. It's just that if you live,
It's a gender mystery party.
you get the privilege of knowing what the gender.
You have to take this you have to take this sword and stab this homeless man.
That's right.
We put dye in his blood.
We gave him a little M&M. You better hurry up and cut his stomach open because otherwise you're never going to know. His acids will eat. It eats the shell first.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Wow, I never expected a Saw themed gender reveal.
Well, we're trying to mix it up.
You're having a Crips and Bloods gender reveal.
Yep. Well, police in Kingston, a town not far from Massachusetts state line, received reports of a loud explosion the night of April 20th.
It's the C4.
They responded to Toramio Quarry, where they found people who acknowledged holding a gender reveal party with explosives.
Half the party was crushed beneath the
That's
boulders.
right. They said, "Please, you've got to save the people who thought it was a girl."
Turns out that chain link fence didn't hold shit up.
That's what we get for going with Party City. The source was tannerite, 80 pounds of it. The family thought that the quarry
Wow.
would be the safest spot to blow up the explosive, which is typically sold over the counter as a target for firearms practice. No injuries were reported, but the
We thought-
explosion was heard in both Massachusetts and New Hampshire.
Fucking God.
Well, we
dude.
thought people would be
Holy
excited
shit.
to see what gender the baby was going to be, but we thought we'd let them go home with some fucking tinnitus.
We
That's
wanted
right.
we wanted
There's
them to
nothing
hear
good-
what
no
the gender
good music
was,
anymore.
and then that be the last thing they ever
That's
hear.
right. This is who you are. I mean, and that's all you need to know.
Literally, after what happened in California, why is anyone using any kind of accelerant or explosive or anything? Like,
Because this is America, Chris.
yeah,
And if the last thing I'm going to do is make those rockets stop shooting their red glare all over my family, all right? This is an
that's assuming
opportunity.
I don't explode with them.
This is an opportunity for me to vicariously express all the disappointment in the abuse that I've suffered at the hands of my family, and maybe I can have a moment of peace and quiet while my eardrums ring. Okay. I can't hear anything. I haven't been able to go to a concert and stand in front of the speakers on purpose. I just want some quiet. I'm willing to do this.
And it's a boy.
It's for my kid, though. Yeah.
I've been learning sign language, and I want you all to accept me for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So now none of you fuckers can hear.
I'm just gonna flick all of you off. That's my
I
sign
know
language.
one sign.
That's right. I said, this is all I need to know. It's American Sign Language. It's Spanish Sign Language. It's great.
It's the international symbol.
It's right. It's international. I checked with NATO. They gave me the thumbs up. I think it was their thumb. So now
It's
we're
hard
gonna.
to see over the Zoom call. It was a little blurry.
That's right. It was a blurry Zoom call, and a couple people didn't have pants on.
Yeah, I think somebody was fucking in the background.
Well, you got to make use of your downtime. So now speaking of downtime, we're going to go to Norwalk, California. Not Norwalk.
Oh,
I didn't hit.
thought
I
we
didn't
were
hit
gonna be
that
talking
K.
about those cute little creatures with
The unicorn
the-
whales.
Unicorn
The
whales.
unicorns of the sea. No, the winner of the $26 million California lottery prize. The only reason I
Back
brought
to
this up,
lotteries.
well, this is why I brought it up, though, may have literally washed the chance of a fortune down the drain.
All right. I can
This
get
is
on
gender
board
reveal.
with
Now,
this.
it was at a gender reveal party, and the person holding the ticket was blown to pieces. The winning Super Lotto pick for November 14th was sold at an Arco AM/PM convenience store in Los Angeles, and the Thursday was the last day to redeem it. Nobody did. Store employee Esperanza Hernandez told the Whitaker Daily News that a woman, that was her actual name, by the way, too. I didn't just make that up. Came in
That's
Wednesday.
pretty good, actually.
Yeah, thank you. Was in Wednesday and told workers that she had put the ticket in her pants and then realized she had washed her pants in the laundry.
I've had plenty of stuff survive, and
Yeah.
those
Me too. Yeah.
those tickets are made they're made out of some weird slick
like
receipt
half
type
laminate
material.
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
something that doesn't decompose. I'll
I
tell
think
you
they
that.
do it on purpose just in case you wash them. The worst thing to wash, though, chapstick. Because
I've never accidentally done that.
it ruins all the rest of the clothes in that wash. Because
Really?
the waxiness from the.
Oh god.
I think probably glue would do
everything.
a similar thing. I would imagine.
Well, yeah, but glue gets diluted a little bit. So
Oh, yeah, that's
it
fair.
makes the clothes feel like a little stiff.
Mhm.
But that gets diluted. But yeah, the waxiness is terrible. But anyhow,
Damn.
yes, double check the pockets.
Another lesson for you people.
That's it. That's why I have one set of everything. I have a chapstick, a lighter, and a knife. And whenever I change pants, I sit them on the counter and I look for the three things, and that way I know.
Yep.
Not going
You
to
gotta
do
do
that.
your you gotta do your device check. thing.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
That's
chapstick.
And chapstick. It's for the testicles. So
My testicles get very chapped
you gotta
and dry.
You got to keep that dick slick.
That's it. So that's
Somehow.
exactly
That's
right.
right.
You got to do what you got to do. A copy of the surveillance video was turned over to California lottery officials. The claim will be investigated, and lottery officials said someone who believes he or she is a winner must complete a claim form. But if someone loses a ticket, they must provide evidence that they owned it, such as a photograph at the front or back of the ticket. So there you go. Make sure you take pictures of your lotto tickets, folks. The winning numbers were 23, 36, 12, 31, and 13, and the mega number was 10.
So don't play those numbers now.
Nope, too late
When
for
they
that.
got to, they're lucky.
If the prize isn't claimed, the $19.7 million will go to the California public school system.
Wow. Wow, that's fucking nuts,
How
dude.
about that?
And that would
They could
actually be a
probably
nice
use it.
outcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yep. We'll see what happens.
God damn.
Well, speaking of goddamn, an Illinois man named Angel may want to invest in a wig with bangs to cover up a not so kind message that he has tattooed on his head for the court date.
Born to shit, forced to white.
Angel Shattini. Not making that up. Shattini. Yeah. He has the words "fuck you" inked on his forehead, and found himself in court again on Monday to face burglary charges. So there's
Oh wait, he has a hard time getting a job.
God, it's not even centered.
He's got a challenge. It's not evenly broken up. It's not centered at all.
And he has
Oh,
no
it's-
other face tattoos. This is another problem.
It is very strange.
It's like someone. It's like he fell asleep at the party early and his friends wrote it. on his
Exactly.
head.
They were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
laughing away and just like, hey, we're gonna
Yeah, it's not even like even across his head either. you
right,
know?
right. Yeah, they're all up and down, different sizes.
I contend though that you should be able to have that without with a relative amount of like non-judgment. right? Except he's on burglary charges, so
Right,
that's
that's-
obvious that he
Yeah.
he literally feels like that.
That's the
Fuck you.
That's the main dilemma
No,
there.
it's
I
not
guess.
fuck you.
Yes.
It stands for stuff.
Yeah, it's an acronym. It's just part of my
It's
family's
fun-
heritage.
Fun unicorn candy kills your outside unicorn.
Urethra. Oh, that says it. Yeah, it says, yeah. So the
fun unicorn candy kills your outside unicorns.
that's right. Remember that,
Let it
kids.
be known.
I
That's
just
right.
want you to know that the indoor unicorns are perfectly fine with
They're
me.
fine.
But this candy's like rat poison for these unicorns, and I won't hesitate to feed
It's all
them
the fresh
that.
air. It's all the fresh air. They breathe it in through their horn. The 45-year-old man was to appear before a judge in the Chicago suburb of Wheaton, according to the Smoking Gun. The record showed that Shalatini is a registered sex offender with no listed address.
Was it on his head because he wants to look in the mirror and to remind himself that that's how he feels?
It's
'Cause
backwards if that's the
I
case.
hate me.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like "fuck you" should be directed at more at him.
Right, exactly. He's looking for that self-deprecation, I guess, with his
Jeez.
tattoo.
I mean, let's at least rejoice in the fact that he labeled himself for us.
Exactly. He did all
Assuming
the,
that the justice system has worked well enough,
right.
that these are true,
Exactly.
these charges are true.
Right.
Based on that assumption, then yes, he's
Either way, I mean, if you get "fuck you" tattoo on your head, like you've made a lifestyle.
That is a
decision.
life
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
you're heading down that particular path,
Yeah.
Right.
and the rest of us need to just acknowledge it and accept that.
Yeah, like if you see somebody with like a swastika or something on your forehead,
Right.
you have a good idea where they're coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I've got your number.
Even if they've changed, you're like, well, have you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really like where you're coming from either.
Something. I just can't put my finger on it.
Oh,
I
wait,
can put
yes,
my
I can.
eye on it. Yeah.
It's right
I've
there.
got my. Never mind. This is the problem. Tapping on their head.
Here,
I don't
was
know if
beating
you've
around the
seen
bush,
this
and you
before.
saved me the trouble.
I'm so grateful for your direct approach, straight to your forehead. I'll tell you what else has gone straight to my forehead. An Australian woman is hoping to reel in some gold, all while doing something good for the environment. The woman said in a blog post earlier this week that she was snorkeling around Norfolk Island off the eastern coast of Australia when she came across a fish, and particularly a sand mullet. It's
Made
called,
out of gold.
swimming with a gold wedding band lodged around its neck.
Oh shit! How
Oh.
small was this fish?
It's pretty tiny, but it's just the right size. I'll show that up here.
Cue
on
up,
the-
cue up Sarah McLaughlin's theme.
That's really phallic.
Yeah, it's a wild thing. Hold
Is
on.
that thing circumcised?
There we are.
Are we sure it's not just some Aussie guy's finger that fell in and then evolved into a fish?
We don't know what's. Yeah, it could be. It could be. It just grew eyes and fins. But yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty wild.
He's like the Kanye West of fish out there, right?
I
He's
would.
the blinging it out.
It's got to
dude.
be.
He's
I
like-
wouldn't be surprised if some Americans were like, "I want to have a fish as a ring bearer. Shove it on this fish's face." And then this fish swam off, and they started crying about it. Well,
See,
there you go.
I'm wondering if that's almost like a dunce cap for fish, because they don't understand,
It could be.
carrots and all that.
That
That's
that
true.
could
Could
be
be
the
like,
case,
oh, look.
Chris.
Fucking Lucky Larry caught a ring.
Right.
What a fucking idiot.
Yep,
That
that's it.
stupid dumbass.
Could very well be.
Stupid dumb idiot baby.
All right, Chris. Let's see here. Oh, there we are. Susan Pryor had previously seen sand mullets with plastic collars around them, but this was a new development. Yesterday,
This was expensive.
this was
And
expensive.
I wasn't gonna ignore this one.
I'm not. I gotta make that money, honey.
I put my animal bashing bat down and I went for
I said, what? I said, I'm getting me a harpoon. So yesterday I saw another mullet with a ring collar, but this one looked like shiny metallic gold with a lot less algae growth compared to the plastic ones. So they found out that the ring belonged to a man named Nathan Reeves.
How the fuck did they find out whose ring that was?
Like, maybe it
That
was
has no markings on
It
it.
might have been inscribed inside. Maybe
Oh,
sometimes
perhaps,
they do
yeah,
that.
guess so.
Yeah, but
That's another tip of advice. This is this has the best advice of any of our episodes ever.
yeah, exactly.
Don't inscribe your name into your
Yeah,
rings.
yeah, if you have something valuable, take the advice of our previous president and put your name all the fuck over.
That's right. Everywhere.
Just like mom and dad,
everywhere.
write it in your underwear, write it everywhere.
You can't do it like President Clinton, where you just lick it and think people will know whose it is. It doesn't work that way.
And you don't want to just stick a cigar in it.
Right, exactly. That doesn't do it either. You got to dip. But the the priors to the others are going to try to capture the fish, prior rather, and the others are going to try and capture the fish and get the ring off of it soon. We need to remain extra vigilant and be aware of the consequences of our actions, Pryor wrote on her blog.
Yeah, that guy had to buy a whole new ring.
Snip those plastic rings. Try to keep hair ties in your hair and not let them float away. And don't, for the love of God,
She's like
drive golf balls into the beautiful.
she's like the she's like the lady at a party
Yep.
where you're like, yeah, and I just got a raise the other day. Oh, raise? Have you heard that they're raising the taxes on these people,
Right.
group of people? Like, she's got her own fucking agenda,
Mhm.
and she's decided that, look, nobody's losing their rings in the ocean intentionally.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Nobody's
Exactly.
having fun at this party when I'm here.
No, I won't
I'll be
allow it.
damned.
I won't allow it. That's
I'll
it.
be goddamned if you're gonna have a good time while I'm around.
That's exactly right.
Remember that guy with the forehead tattoo that said "fuck you"?
Yep.
You might as well imagine it on me,
That's me to you.
Right. That's right.
because you don't love fish.
I echo this sentiment. Yep, because you're.
Are you serving fish sticks at this party?
I can smell them. I can smell them. Where are they? You smelly fish
I know
sticks.
it isn't me. I washed today.
That's right. It's all you people with their fish sticks.
I use
But-
my granola soap.
That's right. It's extra exfoliating,
Yeah.
and the oats are good.
And I still stink when I'm done. That's how you know it worked.
That's exactly right. I smell like a pile of grain.
Some homemade granola soap.
Absolutely right. It's the best.
You can find it our Redbubble.
Yes, exactly
yeah.
right. We've got our granola
That
soap on
granola
it. Yes,
soap.
that's right. We
All
just really
natural.
just take nature's way and just smush it into a bar. So
Yeah. The trick with granola soap is that you can't get it wet or it'll fall apart.
it does. It does. The honey only bonds it within certain temperature and moisture
You have to-
varieties.
Yeah, you have to apply it dry.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what you got to do.
It would
sometimes
it
with
would
those
it
things.
would technically kind of work because it's abrasive,
Right.
So it would be like an exfoliator.
Right.
Yeah.
Matt, exfoliate with Matt and Matt.
This is
Featuring
it.
Chris.
Well, yeah,
featuring granola.
Yeah.
that's it.
The Kickstart featuring granola.
That's it. This is the ticket. I think that part of our Patreon content coming up, because I had a lot of fun making these little images that we have on our video side of things,
Mhm.
and I think I'm going to do like a Kickstart comic
Okay.
where Chris is taking us like Rick and Morty, basically, like taking us through different dimensions and
Oh,
things.
that's perfect. I love it.
So that's something
love
that
it.
might be coming along to the Patreon for all 0 of you
Yeah.
supporters. We want to thank you for being our
We don't even
patrons on
have- we don't
Patreon.
even
Thank
have-
you for patronizing us.
No, we don't.
We don't even have someone who wants to do the auto download.
Yeah, that's right.
Who just likes us enough to just like let a feature take that, and they only have to do what, like $5 a month?
I think the smallest one is $5. I think actually that's the smallest they'll let me go.
$5
I
a
thought you
month.
could do like $1
people.
on there.
Can you?
I thought so.
I'm going
I
to look
remember-
into
I
it.
remember hearing the last podcast they had like a $1 option.
Oh, okay. Well, then definitely have to check that out. Yeah.
Do
Look-
do we have to add stuff like you can make me do stuff? Like if you just reach a certain level,
Yep.
I'll do some stuff.
Yep.
I'll be like a dancing monkey.
That's it. Matt will call your boss.
I'll call your boss. I'll call out sick for you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll call out sick and then make your boss really mad at me. I'll convince them that I work there. And then that way, when you call off sick,
I'll gain their trust.
right?
I'll get in there. I'll work there for like 10 or 15 years. I'll get them to invite me over for dinner like 5 or 6 times for holidays,
I'll
though,
get you a
so they're not
promotion.
too suspicious. And I'm going to put in all the good words for you. And I'm going to say, you know what? This person is really the best person that we've ever had working here. They've turned this company upside down in a good way, though. It's
it
getting better and better.
wrong
We were
side
already upside down. And what you're not going to believe is how much the children have helped. The children are really getting involved with everything. Even his kids, her kids are best. They're the best you've ever seen, and they're getting everything done. They're cleaning the rooms. They're doing everybody's laundry. They're doing your laundry. You don't even know what's going on at your house right now. And then I'll fucking kill them.
And all that for $1 a month
That's all
on
at the
Patreon.
dollar level. That's all at the dollar level.
Guess what?
Yep.
there's a seat to be filled, and guess
Somebody's
who's
gotta do
gonna
it.
get in it? You're
That's
the
right.
boss now.
That's it.
$1 a month. I'll kill your boss.
Over the course of 15 years,
Donate now. It'll take 15 years, but I gotta get my money's worth.
just be patient.
Here's
all
the
right?
thing.
Do you want it
It's-
done fast or do you want it done right?
That's exactly right.
Goddamn right,
This is the
Chris.
question you always have to ask.
I'm not the kind of amateur that's going to put him in a shallow grave somewhere near the highway. All right.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I've learned my lessons.
I'm slowly going to shave him down into ground beef and then sell him to the Taco Bell just off of the highway because they don't really do quality control. And I've never seen a food delivery truck there. Where's your meat coming from?
I love body disposal right by the highway. That's not negotiable. Okay, that's where I dump.
Yeah.
It's in my
It's always
contract.
by the highway.
It's always by the highway.
Always by the
I
highway.
love the highway.
Major throughway, and that's how we keep it anonymous.
I take your boss. I take him to a taxidermist. I have a taxidermist. I have a taxidermist sell on a bunch of deer parts, and then I just I throw him into
let
traffic.
loose in the woods. We hunt him. We claim he's a 10-point buck.
We
You
just
decide.
keep pushing him towards the highway, and then an 18-wheeler hits him, and then it's nobody's fault. It was an accident, baby.
How
and
many
and guess
kids?
what? He's Parks and Rec's trouble now. You don't have to even deal with a
get-
funeral.
That's goddamn. Oh my god,
Cleanup crew.
it's perfect.
Now for
Perfect crime.
Now for $2 a month, you get all that, and I will commit arson to claim any insurance that you need.
There you
Insurance fraud added to the list. We got we'll kill your boss. We'll burn down
I'll
stuff that's
burn
worth a
down
lot
a
of
shed.
money.
I'll burn a human.
Right,
I'll burn
whatever.
down I'll burn
As
down
long
a
as-
concrete building.
as long
I've
as it's
got
by
my
the
ways.
highway.
Well, that's all
As long as it's by the highway, yes, it's all very location dependent.
My GPS is very bad at that, so I have to do everything just off the
I
highway.
actually use an atlas.
Yeah, it's and it's
not
hard
very
to
good because
it's hard
there's no
to-
roads on it.
I've got my globe, and it's hard to see it at night, so I gotta do it in the daytime too. Yep. And when I go, if it's a
the only
bumpy
way to
road,
stay
it
off the grid.
spins, and I don't know where I am. I keep putting a little note on there, but it falls off.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
And for $4 a month, I'll Natalie Portman you, and I'll teach you how I kill.
Man. Oh, that's it. Natalie Portman. That's the Natalie
Give me the
Portman tier.
professional tier. Yep, the professional tier. It's only $4. It's under that auto
$4.
downloader. you
Exactly
people.
right.
Okay,
That's how you know you're not a cop. It's only $4. That's it.
$4. You're gonna go to Craigslist and find a $4 hitman.
That's it.
Show me.
Tell me, Chris Hansen, where is that?
Where's it at, Chris?
Where is that person?
Hansen, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't help you there. All I do
Chris
is
is
burn
lost.
shit.
Yeah, he's not sure what's going on.
Chris, you got to go to the murder
Now, if
dimension.
you pay us $100,000 a month, I
Right.
will take you into a different dimension.
That's a great fucking tier, Chris.
That's
genius.
That's going on. That's going
in.
on there.
It's going in there.
And honestly, that's a steal.
It's a it
'Cause
really is.
That's a priceless experience. Trust me.
Yeah,
And it
because
costs Chris
it's
a lot
go-
of energy to do
and it's
that.
going to cost them at least that much for cancer treatments after they get back because it's going to be unbelievable.
I was gonna
You're
say,
going to be
that's-
riddled. You're going to be riddled from head to
Well,
toe.
and here's the thing: the $100,000, that's a one-way trip.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah.
It's gonna take another $150,000 a
That's
month
it.
to get back.
I hope you like blueberries because I'm taking you to the blueberry dimension.
It's discounted. That's pretty good, actually, Chris.
It's discounted.
But
produce.
all the blueberries taste like strawberries.
Oh, and the snozberries. We don't even want to get into
They
that.
taste like shit.
You'll be licking wallpaper in no time.
I'll tell you what else tastes like shit this show. So how about that?
Goddamn right.
Tastes
Well,
like shit to your ear tongue.
That's right. That's right.
Go to the ear tongue dimension now with Chris.
with Chris.
$100,000.
or
Tier.
$250,000 to come back.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You get the back ticket. Just a little bit more. You just throw in a little bit more money if don't
You might
call
wanna,
today.
You might want to stay there. It could be a one-way trip.
Yeah, you don't know what you're going to find. Maybe you fall in love. You meet
Yeah,
some ear
hey,
tongue woman and
if
she
you-
gives you everything you ever wanted.
Yeah, if you pay the $250,000 and you decide you want to stay in the dimension that I take you to, the planet and whatnot, then we will refund you.
Chris will come back and burn down your house so they think everyone thinks you're dead.
For the, for the insurance
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Then Chris will bring me
Yeah.
over. I'll kill your boss there.
And throw him in the burning house.
Throw him in the burning house to
Yeah.
get the insurance money.
This is what we call the Kickstart package.
Yeah. We could pin it all on the person I took the trip on because they don't
Wherever you
exist
want.
anymore.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
It was a murder suicide.
Yeah, that's perfect, Chris. Because
So everybody wins.
it's on them in this dimension. but then they're in a different dimension. And the Matt and Matts from that dimension will be enriched. See, this is how we have a multi-dimensional
It
Patreon.
feeds the machine.
Right. There's Matt's, the other Matt dimensional, personified couch people.
This is
They're-
the equivalent of Mork. This is us like phoning to the other dimensions. We're
Yes.
reporting in.
This is the KSU, the Kickstart universe.
That's exactly
Kickstarter
right.
universe.
Nanu, all of that, baby.
Move the fuck over, Marvel.
That's
Yeah.
right.
we got real shit going.
That's
on.
exactly. We already got a movie. We got a movie. Chris is in it. He's walking in front of fountains and shit. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Nobody does.
Nobody knows.
That's how you know it's good. It's art.
That's right.
It's- Goddamn right.
I'll tell you
If you don't
what.
understand it, it's working.
If it's working,
like
it's
the
not
show.
our show. That's it.
That's why
it.
we persistently do this fucking show.
Just like me climbing out of a well, we fall backwards into success. So,
Exactly.
so we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
And Chris.
see ya. Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough. I've heard enough.
Adios.
See ya.
Indy, I love you.
Hey, I love you.
No.
All right, internet audience. Thank you for tuning in
Streamers.
for another garbage-filled episode.
Thank you all for
of
digging
our
through the
show.
trash like a raccoon.
Man, I'll tell you,
appreciate it.
we love you. Maybe that's what we should call our fans, trash pandas. like Lady Gaga's little monsters and stuff.
the kick trash.
That's kick trash.
Trash.
Yep.
Trash.
Back to
Trash.
trash
Trash.
with Matt and Matt featuring Chris. That's it. And this random banana peel. That's the ticket right
Call
there.
them the kick farts.
Fine, Chris. Of course you would say that. Of course you would say that.
It's all
Somebody
right.
had to.
Somebody had to say it, and the only person who was going to do it was you.
Our show
That's
is,
what you're
is
here
in the
for.
toilet.
That's right.
That's where we belong.
We've
We do like a whole second outro just for you guys.
that's it. See this is like
you get the
the
bonus content.
heave-
Honestly,
Hey,
oh
I'll tell you what, you get what you pay for.
that's right.
that's goddamn right, Chris. And that's why I'm delivering the best of what I have, which is garbage.
That's right. This is
Yeah.
Best I can do is trash,
but it's fresh.
but it's fresh trash. I
Yeah.
just threw it out.
I just
Now get to it quick
It's-
before the squirrels come.
Yeah, it's barely been in the heat.
they're huge.
They're huge.
They're huge.
I put it out about 6 o'clock so the sun wouldn't hit it for too long.
That's right. There's mayonnaise in there, so it's
Minorly spoiled.
that's right. Don't eat the mayonnaise. There's eggs and they go bad very quickly. Yeah,
They were
you
bad
don't want that.
when I was
You got a
making my
solid like
sandwich.
20. You got a solid 20 minutes. To
That's why I threw it away. Actually, yeah, yep. Yeah.
Damn, this is what we do all the time, people.
This is
I mean,
it. This is life.
we turn this off, but this continues.
We turn this off, but we don't turn this
I
off.
can't turn
it
this
can't
off.
be turned off.
I
No.
can't.
Can't stop.
Can't,
won't
can't
stop.
stop. Won't stop.
Someone hire the Matt from the other dimension to take me out because I can't turn this off.
Man, this
Yeah.
is getting good.
Well, see, the other mat is $3 a month.
Fuck.
So you're honestly
Can't afford
no,
that.
Yeah, exactly. So you're the bargain.
I am the bargain. You hear
One-
that,
one
people?
all
$1
about
month-
the bargains.
$1 a month for 10 to 15 years, and you get to take your boss.
Yeah, we're in the
spot.
bargain dimension. We didn't even realize
We're the
it.
bargain.
We're the
bin
bargain
Mats.
dimension.
Yeah.
That's why the show's so bad.
Yeah, the bargain start.
You all have
Yeah.
subscribed to the bargain dimension.
There is definitely a dimension of us doing this.
Yeah.
That's extremely successful. We're
Oh my
Joe
God.
Rogan successful.
There's
a dimension.
We're so Joe Rogan successful that we are making the exact same comments that he's been making recently, which is that if this woke culture continues, straight white men will never be able to speak. This was one of his recent
no.
quotes.
Wow.
Yes, exactly.
Why aren't people flocking to us?
Yeah, I don't get
But
it. I don't
there-
get it.
Similarly,
Mhm.
in that dimension, Joe Rogan would be doing our show, and he would be
You know,
punching
Failing
up at us.
miserably. Exactly.
you know what we need to do is start an internet controversy attacking Joe Rogan,
I love this. All right, let's go.
and then we'll draw all the attention to us.
We'll completely
That's right.
dump weird news and just make the second half of the show the
Call
Rogan
it
report.
No Rogan.
The
The no Rogan experience.
the Rogan report.
Can we like beat to him?
Yeah. Oh,
Can I be like Joe Rogan touched
Tell you
me?
what, I'll bring Alexis on, and I guarantee we'll find something.
we'll
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ. We'll work something out.
Oh, my
we'll
God.
iron out the details. Yeah. But anyhow, before we divulge into or further dive into terrible things, whatever.
Into moderate racism.
Goodbye. Yes, exactly. Thank you for watching. We love you.
Goodbye, streamers. See you next week.
Look at these. Look
Bye.
at these guys, Pink Panther.
Look at these motherfuckers.